Protected areas are really the future of Comoros. When I first arrived 3 years ago, I looked around and someone in my position, you look at, here's a beautiful country with virtually no functioning economy, very little opportunities, no investment from abroad, no embassies, no foreign engagement to speak of. But we have the environment that has been completely preserved, and we have biodiversity, which is there. Half of the population was waiting for the Peugeot factory to come and create jobs. The other half was waiting for the five-star hotel miracle of hotels lined up on the beach in Mauritius, for example, or Seychelles, neighboring countries of ours. Two examples of extreme cases of foreign investment that would never happen, that will never come to Comoros because we don't have the infrastructure. So this is an example of a country at the highest levels that's now decided that we're better to take stock of what we have in terms of our own resources, preserve what we have, and develop the country based on that. And that's the national development policy now of the government, to essentially have people come, ecotourism strategies and such, so that people are actually paying money to see and to experience the incredible wealth of biodiversity and the environment, and the community will see the benefits of maintaining all of this. That is how Comoros is going to economically develop in the future. We have a ways to go still, in that we're now setting up the new GEF program. We will be the largest per capita program for UNDP of GEF. So this is all part of that plan to support the government in terms of its economic development based on maintaining the environment and the biodiversity. Yes, that's fine, but we need to have systems set up. Legislation is now pending in the National Assembly to set the protected areas aside. The first national park is going to be set up, and so capacity is going to be the key challenge at all levels of government. Comoros, I'm fond of saying, is a country with far too much government and far too little governance. And that's part of the nature of multiple islands coming out of a post-fragile state experience politically, where there's very little capacity on the part of government. So we've got to be able to maintain and protect what the protected areas are going to be. And we have a ways to go in that respect, because we need to make sure we have a sustained financing track for all of that. And in particular, we can't do any of this ourselves. This is all going to be a partnership together with NGOs and other UN key member states, we hope, who will come in and be a part of this. This is with UNDP, the UN system, and the government and GEF. But again, we need to have these other partners with us. At this stage, we have GEF, UNDP, and the French are very much with us in country, IFD and the others, but we need to successfully interest these others coming in. The marine park in Mohéli has been there roughly 12 years, and this was all set up by a consortium, UNDP, at the time with the government. But the problem is it's not working. It's not working really well at all. We have issues now with the populations wanting to go back to poaching and taking fish and turtles and all that in the marine park area. It's your typical example where they're not seeing the benefit of what they've been promised, because we've been not able to develop an ecotourism strategy to have people coming through. We have very few tourists. And if we've learned nothing else now, we can set up all these great systems and preserve all this biodiversity and the environment, but unless we have opportunities for the population to benefit from this preservation, we're wasting our time. And at the end of the day, they will not see the value. For now, it's working in that the 10 communities in the park are still with us, but that's why now we're ramping the entire program up to take this experience of being able to bring more people through, more expats, more foreigners through on the other islands as part of the expansion. And the first national park will be on the main island around what is one of the largest and most active volcanoes in the world, the Karthala. It will include a lemur sanctuary. It will include a botanical garden, things like this for people to see, outdoor hiking arrangements, camping out in the crater of the live volcano. I mean, very exciting stuff. The message to the international community is that we need help for this vision to be actualized. We are trying, all of us, are learning lessons, very hard, very serious lessons from other countries such as Madagascar and many others, where in many cases it can be too little too late, the assistance that comes. We are in a country where the entire environment and the biodiversity is more or less intact. We ain't broke. So we don't have to fix it, like in 99% of the cases where so much of the international community, IUCN and others are engaged, it's to fix what's already, in many cases, almost irreparably broken. It's not our case. So it's an opportunity for everyone to be coming in at the ground level, apply the lessons learned and best practices we have from elsewhere in terms of conservation and biodiversity, and apply all of that using our comparative advantages. This is not something UNDP and the United Nations system and even Jeff can do on its own. So the message is, please come join us, be part of our success, and you will be so pleased because you can come and apply all those great lessons that you've learned elsewhere. We have an opportunity here to really make a major difference for the country.